All right, so hopefully this isn't too loud, but knowing the route that I'm going to be on, we're going to be in traffic for a good most of this time, so like it won't really matter all that much anyways. But it's really hot, so I want my windows down. So yeah, so sorry if it is. I went to my second tribal council in a row last night, and I completed the Maverick task. Peace. I'm honestly super excited about that, because what that means is I get first crack at the dream time. So Andrew and Johnny, I think it's just their like copy paste thing where they're like, as long as no one else like is here, do blah 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 blah. But I'm like thinking, I'm like running through the list of things, and I'm like, okay, judgment votes. There's no way to know who's completed that. I know Gage has completed that because I was told Gage completed that, and we talked about it and agreed to do it for each other. And I know I completed that because they confirmed that for me. I know Sammy has done the moral task because his vote was revealed, and I know I have done the moral task because my vote was revealed. So I know, so we're the only two people who've done the moral task so far. So I can check that off as we're the only two people who've done the moral task. And I know I've abstained a vote and Gage has abstained a vote. And the only other person who's abstained a vote was an OG moral, because there have only been 2 tribals with abstained votes, and that's the original moral tribe, the original moral tribal council, and this last tribal council. So I know that Sammy cannot have abstained his vote because he hasn't been to a tribal council where he could have. I know Gage hasn't revealed his vote. And yeah, so Sammy's the only other person who's had his vote revealed. We're gonna prop it like this. And I just might have to shop. So I know Sammy's the only other person who's had his vote revealed besides me, and he's not been able to abstain his vote, so it doesn't even matter if he's done the merciless task or not, because there's no way he can get into the dream time, the good part of the dream time anyways. We're both in the bad part of the dream time. Oh my god. No way he can get into the good dream time without abstaining a vote, and he hasn't done that. So that means that I am the only person who has both abstained and revealed a vote. So it doesn't even matter what anyone's done for the merciless task, because no one else has even done those 2. No one else has done those 2, and as long as I can keep a tab on who and who has not done those 2 tasks, I'm good. I'll know who's in and out of the dream time. So Andrew and Johnny are all like, be sure to, like, yeah, you can stop searching, but it might be gone when you come back. And I'm like, no, it's not going to be gone when I come back. Oh yeah, so Dreamtime. Dreamtime is a terrible place. Oh my god, I hate Dreamtime. I'm gonna get carpal fucking tunnel from Dreamtime. So it's a blog, a private blog, that has a couple different pages on it, and it's between 0000 and 4000. So it's always a 4-digit code. It's not like a page 1, 2, 3. It's 0001, 0002, 0003. Yeah, so it's always a 4-digit code. But that's 4,000 things. So I yesterday counted up from 1,000. Oh, I should have done another 1,000 before work today. I counted up from 1,000, and now I'm gonna count down from 4,000 just to see what the other thing is, because those two, counting up from 1,000 and down from 4,000 are the two most common approaches that people are gonna have for this, as opposed to just like starting in the middle and like fucking around from there. So I really do want to find, because I know I have until Tribal Council for sure to get an item that I want. So I can go through, and the good thing about Dreamtime is if you find it, you can know what it is. Like, you know exactly what the thing is. So I want to go through all of Dreamtime, find all the powers that I can, all the items, and really just have control, not control, but just knowledge is so important to have in this game. If you are at a knowledge deficit, then you are just playing from behind. So info, if you're at an info deficit in this game, if you're in an info weak position, then you're just like, it is just so much harder to survive round to round. And that could either be like, it's either info about like people's relationships and alliances so that you can manipulate that to get majority on your side so you stay, or info about idols and stuff so that you can get those idols to work in your favor so you stay. It's all just about getting things to work in your favor, and you can't do that without information. So if I have the information about what things are in the game, then I can just like keep a list, just a little checklist for myself about what's still in this game, what's gonna come, what hasn't been played yet, what we need to like account for, and all that stuff. So and then also with Dreamtime is, because you have to expose a vote, you have a list of the people that are like any shot eligible to go to Dreamtime. And right now, Sammy and I are the only two people who've had our votes exposed, so we're on that list. We're the only two on a potential list that anyone could have. So that's also dangerous for me though, because it can narrow down any powers from Dreamtime down to 2 people, which is like scary for me, but it also is better for me because I know Sammy hasn't abstained, so it's not like I don't have to worry all that much about other people getting things. So I want to go through, search all 4,000 pages. I'm more than a quarter of the way done. I am at 1,010 because I'm at, or maybe 11, something, I don't know. Math is hard, but just over 1,000 pages searched. And I really want to get over a link, but I'm too lazy to do that. So, just over 1,000 pages search. I have 3,000 left to go. Oh, and the worst part is I can't like talk about it. So like, it seems shady, but Gage, like I went to Gage and Corey like freaking out, like should I do it? And they're both like yes. So right now I'm just gonna do a running list of people who know I've done what. So Gage knows I'm in Dreamtime. Gage is the only person who knows I have checked off everything and I'm in Dreamtime. Hello? Calm your ass down. This is going back up. Gage knows I'm in Dreamtime. I think Sammy suspects I abstained. I know Nikias and Corey know I've abstained. I'm pretty sure Drew knows I've abstained. But Gage is the only one who knows I've done the merciless task. And I, for a while at least, am going to keep it that way because I'm right now playing the angle the merciless task is just too risky. It's too scary. I don't want to do it. I also... There we go. We can help each other out here. Car to go. Yeah, so that's like my angle that I'm playing is I don't want that kind of target on my back. I'm not here for it. So I'm not going to do it. When in reality, Gage has already taken the fall for it and like whatever. Yeah, so I want to go through, find all the powers, and then just pick the best one. So far, in the first 1,000, I've found a Judgment Pass. So basically, it's a legacy advantage, but for Judgment. So, if I make it to Final 8 and I still have that thing, then I am immune from Judgment. Any Judgment votes that I got don't matter. Fuck off, TJ. So yeah, and then if I'm voted out, then I have to give it to someone still in the game, and that's just fun. So that's like a good one to have, if for no other reason than just having it and keeping it out of other people's hands, not as an offensive move to take that, but as a defensive move. So that's like one possibility. Another, but I am, at least with this, I'm definitely feeling more, like as this game is progressing and the fact that I'm the first person here, I'm feeling more aggressive than defensive right now. So I kind of want a more aggressive item that I can use offensively instead of defensively to try and make moves happen instead of protect myself. Just because that seems more fun right now. I don't know if I need, especially thinking right now about Final 8 is so far away. We have 8 tribal councils, I think, to get there, maybe 7. Math is hard. But we have a lot of time to get to there. So I want something a little bit more relevant for now. But the Judgment Pass is still not a bad option, because if for some reason I do also get voted out, I can use it to protect my alliance. If I wanted to be chaotic, I could fuck shit up and give it to Eddie. But no, I probably wouldn't do that. I'd probably give it to like Gage, or I'm not sure if I would give it to Drew or not. I'm not sure. But yeah, that's just like a thing. So, wow, that was 13 minutes just about Dreamtime. So I'm gonna also recap last Tribal a little bit. So, we went to Tribal, and I'm pretty proud of myself because I threw out Dylan's name first to Maddie, which Dylan left unanimously, 7 out of 7 whole votes. Dylan voted for himself. I didn't vote, but I would have voted Dylan. I just knew it was going to be a unanimous vote. I didn't really want to. I thought about it. Back to the whole Judgment thing. I thought about it a lot, or not Judgment. Maverick task. I thought about it a lot. I asked Gage and Corey, who are not in my immediate alliance, but a little bit outside of it, but still my 2 strongest game connections outside of my alliance. And they said I should do it just to like fuck around, and that's kind of why I asked Corey, because I knew he'd say to do it, and I just wanted like reassurance to do it. So right now, this week, this round, I need to re-solidify bonds, because I've really been slacking on my social game, which is like, yeah, so I really need to make the rounds on my tribe, get to everyone, make the rounds on the other tribe, get to everyone, really just make sure that I'm talking to people still around, still active. I mean, they're not talking to me a whole lot, so I can assume it's just most of us just sort of focusing on our own tribes instead of socializing with the other tribes. But I still do want to keep up like a good rapport, just that I'm like familiar with other people for when an eventual second swap or merge comes, because I'm gonna be playing with those people at some point, so I just want to get to know them so that can happen smoothly. But yeah, so back to this whole pass vote. I threw Dylan's name out to Maddie first of all people. I was like, Dylan's inactive as shit. I was like, I want someone bad from this challenge gone, but I don't want Bo gone because he talks to me and I trust him. I don't want Bodie gone because he talks to me and I feel like I could trust him to a certain extent. And I don't want Krista gone because she's a legend, and if I prove that I actually am loyal to her, then she's loyal in the future, like yeah. So I was like, all right, and I'm talking to Maddie. Obviously, I'm not. So then me, Sammy, Maddie, and Glow were the top 4 challenge scorers. So I was like, all right, I don't want any of us to go because we're obviously putting in the most effort into this challenge. So let's keep us. So I threw out Dylan's name to Maddie. Maddie spread it around the moral side of the tribe. I spread it around the maverick side of the tribe. It was kind of a good partnership, honestly. I might try and, let's keep each other safe. Let's keep each other safe because you seem to have a lot of influence on your side. I seem to have a lot of influence on my side. And as long as we keep the target off of each other, we can be safe for a while. So I might propose that to her. Be like, hey, we worked together so well last time. Let's make it happen again. Because, like I said, game talk with her is real easy, real nice. We think game-wise on a pretty similar level, which is nice. So it'd be nice to sort of be able to work with her moving forward. But yeah, I talked to Glow a little bit, which was legend. Talked to Glow a little bit, and then the rest was just more strategy talk with everyone, which was fine. What else happened? So then we get to tribal, and I literally had to go to dinner for the 10 minutes that my tribal question was asked, which I was pissed about. Oh my god. Cause I was like, I can finally be on for a tribal council. I'm so excited. It's my first tribal council of my first tribal, live tribal of the season. I'm really excited to get this done. I just want to see everyone and answer questions and then really decide what to do with my vote right then and there. But that didn't get to happen. I had to go to dinner, which sucked. But Andrew gave me a question, a pre-written question that I really liked. It's sort of the angle that I've been pitching, that I was pitching all of last round, and I'm gonna continue to try and pitch this round if we do end up going to tribal again. Which is, most times when you swap tribes, you have 24 hours to meet your tribe before you even have to think about tribal council. You normally have 24 hours to do a challenge, and then you're thrown into strategizing and all this stuff. And in 24 hours, you can make connections, you can drop old connections, a lot can be done in 24 hours. So, normally during a tribe swap, there's a lot more fluidity, a lot more room for stuff to shift and moves to happen and like flips and all that sort of stuff. But because we literally only had 24 hours, like we didn't even know we were going to be new tribes when we did the challenge. We thought we were going to be old tribes. We went into that tribal thinking old tribes. We were like old tribal lines, like staying Maverick strong. And so I think that whole old tribal lines, so like my answer was like, I think those whole old tribal lines just kind of held, and now that we've had more time as a new tribe, we're starting to think like a new tribe instead of like our old tribes, which I really do think is true, because I would much rather work with Sammy and the Morals than, I guess, Dylan and TJ, but since they're gone, that doesn't really work now. But out of all 9 people on the tribe, the 8 other people who weren't me, these are the 6 that I would have wanted to stay around after the first 2 votes. I guess originally Madeline would have been in that group. It would have been Madeline instead of Dylan. But now that I've actually gotten to talk to her and know her a little bit better, she's definitely solidly in the camp of people that I would want to stay around. Which I'm really glad that she played her idol, because I think it was a combination of her playing her idol and us just having more time together that really meshed our new tribe together. Because if Mavericks had gotten rid of her, then we would have just been like, all right, well, let's keep going, and we would have probably just gone down the line, which wouldn't have been fun. I would have had to deal with TJ, which would have sucked, but it is what it is. But yeah, so I'm really glad many reasons that happened, and now I do feel like there is a lot more, the tribe's a lot more open as far as who can work with who. But I do, if we go back to tribal, I want one of the Bows gone, Bo or Bodie, just because Bodie fucking flops in challenges. Actually, shit, they're the ones competing for us this time. No! Well, because I know Glow wants to keep people around who've been putting in effort in the challenges, which Bo and Bodie would, but oh god. But anyways, that's a whole lot of other things to think about. I really hope they can just pull out a challenge win. I really, 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 I'm honestly disappointed that I can't do this challenge just because of work, and my fucking work schedule is stupid sometimes. Yeah, so I'm really bummed about that, because I think I would be really good at this challenge, honestly. I know a lot about Survivor. I know more than most about Tumblr Survivor. Like, Drew's probably my only competition in this cast on Tumblr Survivor knowledge. Maybe Gage. But yeah, either of those. But like, most of the other tribe I don't think has a vast Tumblr Survivor knowledge. Just because of, probably Drew's my biggest competition, just because we kind of run the wiki. So like when you're editing the wiki, you know that Jordan Pines got 10th place in his first season on a 4-4-2 tie vote, and then like a unanimous revote or something like that. Yeah, like, you just learn things just by doing the wiki, so I feel like I would have been good at that. And then Survivor, I obviously feel comfortable with Survivor, but it wasn't meant to be, so it's on the hands of Bo and Bodie. I can hope they pull this one out for us, but you never know. So if they don't, I'm probably gonna have another like 30-minute confessional for after tribal, or for the tribal council, but we'll see.